Hi, this is Kenny Harper, and right now I'm going to give you an overview of the ICON approach to networking. Now, this is coming from the Rockstar Professionals Business Growth System, and this is for business owners or professionals who are out there networking. And a lot of the times, the challenge is people are out there networking and they spend time to go to an event. Typically, they'll swap business cards or maybe they'll connect on social media, but then nothing else really comes from it. And so they're just looking to connect with other people, looking to do business with them right then and there. That is not an effective approach. If you want to get more effective, you need to network like an icon. So this is a quick overview of the icon approach. First, start off with an introduction. You want to start off with an introduction that basically gets someone to scratch their head and say, that's interesting, tell me more. So having a canned introduction that tells people who you provide service to and something that's interesting that gets their attention and has them ask the question, tell me more, or let me know a little bit more about that, that's a really powerful way to start a conversation. Next, when someone asks, well, I'd like to learn more about that, you want to share your claim to fame, something that you do that no one else can claim that they do, something that's different, something that's unique, and something that's interesting as well. You want to make this fun. When you have their interest, they're like, wow, that was really interesting. This gives you an opening to tell your story. Now, in a different training, we share the process for telling an amplified story that gets someone to change a mind frame or guides them to a different belief. And when you can do that effectively, you can influence someone's decisions. So this is an opportunity to tell your amplified story. And when you do this, you're basically wanting to guide someone to take the next step. The next step. What typically people will do wrong here is they'll try to sell their product or service. They'll try to sell their company. They'll try to sell themselves. That is not where we need to focus. We simply need to focus on getting someone to take the next step. Now, if you have a product or service, a next step could be creating some sort of offer of value that would get people to want to claim that. If they're your ideal customer or your ideal prospect, you would want them to take the next step. So it may be you can offer them a coupon, you can offer them a checklist, or an online training, or video, a download, a white paper, something of value to your ideal target audience. And you would like them to take the next step and have interest for it. If you look at this approach, each step in the icon approach is about attracting and getting someone to take the next step. It's pulling them towards you. You're putting something of interest out. You want to pull them towards you. You're not pushing an agenda. You're not pushing something on them. You're putting something out there that's interesting, entertaining, and shows value. And you don't want to sell your product or your service. You want them to take that first step with you so then you can follow up and get more information from them through time and guide them to ultimately potentially being one of your business clients or customers. Now, the important part is to practice, track, and measure. It takes time to really be effective with the icon approach. At our Jumpstart trainings, we go through this approach and we work with our attendees to really craft out each part of this icon approach. And then we have them practice it. And you'll be amazed. You'd be amazed to see the difference when people would start off with, hi, my name is blank. I am a blank. This is what I do, blank. It's boring, it's predictable, and it's not really attracting someone's interest. But when you use the icon approach and follow it to the examples, now you start attracting people's attention. You pull them to you, and you can really start guiding people who are your ideal prospects or customers to come to you. Now, to practice this, for the next 3 people you have the opportunity to use the icon approach, do it. Follow the approach. Write down what worked well, and write down what you can improve upon. Remember, practice is the key. Commit to mastering this approach and you'll earn the results. This works like a charm and you'll have people coming to you and getting much more out of your networking. This has been an overview of the ICON approach, which comes from the Rockstar Professionals Business Growth System. We do have a marketing academy that goes into this in much more detail. If you'd like to learn more, definitely connect with one of the Rock My Image team. You can go to MannyTorres.rocks, JenDevore.rocks, KennyHarper.rocks, or connect with us on one of our social media channels. Follow us on our podcasts. We do put a lot of content out there. We have a bold vision to empower and inspire 100,000 entrepreneurs like yourself. So tune in to us. We'd love to hear from you and keep on rocking.